guys, welcome back to the final Ramadan vlog. Can't believe we are literally in week 4 now. It's the last 10 nights. Right now it's Saturday and we're driving up to Cleveland to go visit my family. They're having like an iftar party, so I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know why, but today I'm like extra hungry even though like I had a lot of food last night, but I don't know, I just woke up a little hungry today. But speaking of last night, it was a really great night. We had Salah's family over for iftar. I made some really yummy food, which I'm like very proud of myself for. Specifically, I'm really happy and proud about this like slow cooked beef stew thing that I made. It was kind of like nihari, but yeah, that was super good. It was a fun night. Yeah, this weekend we're just basically going for this iftar and to just hang out, and then the rest of this week is just pretty typical. We have a few friend iftars planned. May or may not be going to some sahur fests, but we shall see. Okay, so I just got ready for my family's iftar, borrowing one of my sister's outfits. It's like this cute, I don't even know what you would describe it as, but I did want to go for like a shalwar kameez moment. So I feel like somewhat shalwar kameez. And you guys, I'm so hungry today. I'm so excited for the food. People are starting to show up, so I'm probably gonna head downstairs and, you know, socialize before we break our fast. Days later, and yeah, this weekend we went to Cleveland. My family had a nice iftar at their place, and then the next day we went over to our friend's house for iftar. So fun, jam-packed weekend. Like I said, today is Monday. I think it's around 4 p.m. so definitely later in the day, but I've decided to go ahead and wrap some Eid presents. My in-laws, they have a really cute tradition of doing like an Eid gift exchange. I want to make it like a special tradition for everyone, so we got some like cute like gift boxes, and then this cute wrapping paper. This is from Target, I believe. And then some tissue paper, and I just want to make it like a nice presentation. Also, my window is open. If you can hear the wind, it's like super windy today. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am not energetic at all today. I'm just quite honestly not feeling my best. I'm not in a great mood. I think fasting has caught up to me, and it's not an easy thing to do. I'm glad that I'm able to do it. I am just kind of ready for a break, to be honest, and I'm not feeling like the most productive today. I feel like my mood is just kind of like up and down, but I'm still trying to keep busy. I know that just sitting around is not what's good for me right now. I hope I'm able to wrap it in a cute way. I really want this to be a very clean, sleek presentation, but I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to wrapping gifts, so we shall see. So a couple of days ago, I already put like, we got a bunch of like clothes for different people in the family, so I already folded them and put them in the boxes, but I want to add some tissue paper, so I'm just going to do that right now. Today's Tuesday. Got dressed, really feeling my outfit. I feel like it's very springy. I want to try to wear like a little bit more colors or pastels. There's just something about getting ready that makes you feel better. Yeah, right now I'm gonna head over to meet with one of my clients to go film some content. So that's kind of my plan for this afternoon, and then just kind of doing work on and off. Last night we had more leftovers. Felt like wasn't really worth showcasing days old leftovers. Also, you guys, I have a crazy story to tell you about Persia. Obviously, you could see she has this like cone thing on, which I don't really have time to get into it right now, but alhamdulillah, she is fine, she's okay, but there's something kind of crazy that happened to her. But yeah, trying to keep busy. And again, I'm struggling with the fasting a little bit, but I think as long as you keep busy and remember why you're fasting and all of that, then it just makes everything make more sense. Anyways, I should probably head out. So I will catch up with you guys in a bit. I've been doing YouTube for over 2 years and I still never know where to put my camera. Yeah, I just finished up my work thing. We were taking some videos outside and it's so windy. So that's the hard thing about being a model girl. I'm so tired now, guys. I just want to like not do anything when I get home, but I'm still gonna try to keep it going, keep it productive. Now it's 1:30 p.m. So yeah, let's just head on over back home, pray, relax a little bit, and then I think we're gonna have some leftovers for iftar tonight, but we have like a lot of stuff in the freezer, so those are the leftovers I'm referring to. Alright, so it's a few hours later, it's almost iftar time, and we are going out to eat tonight, which is a rare occurrence during Ramadan, but we don't really have any food in the fridge, and I'm actually really craving this place. It's called Pine Coast in Columbus, if anyone has been there. I haven't been there, but it just sounds so good right now. They have like halal burgers and cheesesteaks, and they specifically have this kimchi cheesesteak, which just sounds amazing. I've never even had kimchi before, but just based off what I've heard about it and know about it, I feel like I would really like it. I'm just having so many random cravings today, like hash browns, ice cream, cheese fries, like you name it, I'm craving it. Looking forward to eating. And then we'll try to hit up the masjid after. May or may not be getting ice cream, depending on how we're feeling. But yeah, so excited.
Be careful, okay? Good.
Scared. We gave you some gabapentin, didn't we? It is Thursday and I feel like I have not been doing the best job at vlogging, so I do apologize about that. I just feel like I was really low energy this week, and fasting all throughout this month just kind of caught up to me. Feeling much better today because it's the first day of my cycle, and sometimes all those like negative feelings and tired feelings, it feels like validated and like it's not me, it's just like my hormones. I just feel like getting ready because I've been feeling kind of like not put together this past week, I guess. I really need to get some new makeup. I feel like a lot of my stuff is either super old, the wrong shade, or I'm just missing pieces. And I freaking left my Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette in Cleveland this weekend. So unless my sister can bring that to me, I need like, that's literally the only eyeshadow I have at the moment. All my other palettes are 5+ years old, and I don't know what kind of specimens are growing on there. I have this Huda Beauty concealer, but honestly guys, my honest review on this concealer, maybe I'm not like using enough. I used to go so ham, like do the full under eye triangle. I feel like it's not that full coverage, and for me it just kind of gets a little cakey. I also desperately need a new beauty blender. I need so much stuff, and I really should go get that before Eid. I'm also considering getting my nails done for Eid, because why not if I am able to, like if I'm not praying right now. But I thought that we could just catch up one more time before I close out the vlog, share any last updates, final closing Ramadan thoughts. I did not get to share with you guys my story for my cat. So about 2 weeks ago, I started to notice she was acting a little different, less energetic, less around, just lethargic, and like 2 mornings in a row she really didn't eat much for breakfast. So I knew something was up. It's like, oh God, I really hope it's nothing serious. With cats, they just have days where they act weird and they're sleeping all day. But I felt like since it was going on for a few days, I wanted to get it checked out. Also that weekend, we were going to Dayton to stay the night. And I didn't want to leave her in the state that she was in. I noticed something was up on Wednesday. And then by Friday, I called the vet and I was on the phone kind of going over her symptoms, like the ones that I just mentioned. And one of their questions was like, was there any blood in her stool or like blood in her poop? And I was like, no, I didn't really notice anything like that. She hasn't been throwing up, etc. And then like literally as I was on the phone with the vet, Salah was like sitting on our staircase and was like, Dina, is that like blood that just came out of her butt? And I take a closer look because Salah's colorblind, poor thing. So I was like, oh yeah, that's red. I tell the vet, I'm like, hey, actually, there might be some blood in her stool, which is like never a good sign, right? So they're like, yeah, definitely bring her in. And luckily they had an opening like a couple hours later. So I brought her in and you guys, she was so upset. She's usually not that bad at the vet. She's usually very good in the car. She was fine in the car, but it's just when they took her out of her cage and started like examining her, she got so mad. Like she screamed so loud. I'd never heard her scream that loud before. Have you guys seen those videos on TikToks of cats like screaming at the top of their lungs? That was her. And I was like, oh my God, like she must really be in pain. She must be really scared. But granted, I felt like the vets, they were speaking so loud. I don't really know. I feel like they needed to keep a more calm environment. And then yeah, they were like examining her. She got really upset when they looked at her tush. And then they picked her up off the exam table and noticed even more blood. And you guys want to know what happened? This is so interesting. So you know how skunks have the smell that they secrete, okay? Cats and dogs also have similar anatomy where, and I'm going to get visual here, if this is the butthole, they have these things called anal glands that sit around here and here at 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. And when cats and dogs poo, it's called express their anal glands, and it lets out their own unique scent to kind of mark that area. I guess, I don't know how exactly it happened to this day, but her right side anal gland got backed up or clogged and it literally ruptured. And I want you guys to really understand just how nasty this was, because at first I thought it was like, oh, her butthole is bloody, but no, it was a separate hole on the side of her butt that was bloody, had pus coming out of it, and was just so wet. When we brought her home, I feel like we didn't get the most clear care instructions, and she literally was getting like blood and pus on our bed, on the carpet. It was just a nightmare. She had to wear a cone. That's why she was wearing a cone, because she was not supposed to, you know, lick her butt the way she usually does so that it can fully heal. It's kind of like if you were to pop a pimple. That's how I like to think of it. Just imagine like a very bloody, pussy pimple. I'm sorry to be TMI. But that's kind of what happened to her. It's been almost 2 weeks now. Took her to the vet yesterday. And alhamdulillah, she's fully healed. The vet looked at her and said, take the cone off. She's good to go. So I thought I would just share that story in case that ever happens to anyone else's cat. It's really a rare thing to happen. It usually is more common in dogs, but I'm just glad that that's over because it was just a nightmare to try to clean it and all this stuff. Anyways, you guys, this Ramadan has been really great. Oh, someone has the zoomies. I feel like I definitely gained a lot of new good habits just with that Quran study thing I've been doing, making it a habit to go to the masjid. I feel like I went a lot more this Ramadan than past. Granted, I didn't go every day, but you gotta look at it from the perspective of where you started from. I ate pretty healthy. I stayed pretty active. I didn't work out, but I would like go on a lot of walks or just kind of be moving around the house, struggling with your fasts, but still pushing through and persevering and trying to remember why you're fasting is always really important. And I'm glad that I kept my eye on the end goal. And you know, Ramadan isn't over yet. I'm still gonna try to reap all the benefits, make dua, do the dhikr, and yeah, I really hope you guys all benefited from this month, enjoyed watching the Ramadan vlogs, and an early Eid Mubarak to everybody. I will see you guys in the next video.